Gamers, welcome back. We're doing Everhood today. I'm gonna test my TTS redeem because what happened to end? Brother, what? Anyway, I'm gonna test my TTS redeem because I believe that I fixed it, so I haven't touched it in like a week, and so if it still works, that means that it like just works, right? So like, hi.
Hi.
Brilliant. TTS functional. Permanently figured it out, fixed, repaired, immaculate. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get the game running. Oh yeah, Duck was in chat the next stream, and then fucking Duck's account sent a message, and Duck's like, wait a fucking second, I didn't type that. Duck didn't know. Like, the bot restarted and it reset back to his account. It was crazy. Uh, 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 God, I don't know what save I'm supposed to select here. Wait, this is before I killed everyone? Oh, hold on, sorry. Uh, something ain't right. I don't know what save file I'm supposed to be on. Oh, 619. I don't know why I thought this was 219 and I got all confused. Oh yeah, I found this funny little place. And then I said I wanted to stop killing and it sent me to hell. I'm not walking back through the 3-hour hallway. How do I get out of here, man? Hello? No more end stream redeem? Why? Do you want to end the stream? I've had it off for a little bit. I guess I could turn it back on. There was like a teleport. Walk back, it'll take me. Okay. A lot of tally marks. Oh yeah, it totally took me. What? I can push these fucking things around? Bonkers. I definitely knew that. I think I'll save over slot. What did I do for 3 hours after my last save over slot 1? I can save over slot 2. The car came out! I could conceivably take a car through the rest of the game. Oh yeah, that. I forgot about that. Let's fix that actually. Blueprints? I don't even know what that is. I've not even heard of that. All right, so everyone is pretty much dead. Nothing to kill. Nothing to interact with. Well, fucking good thing there's a prompt then. What? I saved over the I saved over the slot that I used to walk for 3 hours. I saved over the slot I just loaded. Oh yeah, you're so right about that. Yeah, I wasn't sure what the other 2 save slots were for, so I Oh yeah, the golden lock. Ooh, new fight. Maybe I got a universal truth? Who the hell are you? Scott Cawthorn? Five Nights at Freddy? Ah! Oh! He's strong! Oh! Freddy Fazbear, dude! Ah! Oh god. He's so strong! This is way harder than that thing that they called the final battle for some fucking reason. Which is really fun, by the way. I hope that there's like a quick replay bosses thing, because I like that one. I want to do it again. Oh, I suck. Dude, I can't believe that they put the guy that made Freddy Fazbear in this game. I could've... There's some sort of... Oh, yeah. It jumps to the side. Woo! Shit. Woo! Okay, chill! What is it? What is the man to do? I don't even know how to absorb these fucking things. Oh god! He has so much health. No, 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 be gentle. Deflecting can be more powerful than dodging. No shit, it can be completely necessary. Which one? Which one what? I swear this fucking magic dodge thing does not work every time. Oh god. God, dude, he's Oh, the fucking green mage. Fuck. Dude, he is! He's kicking me in my entire ass! He's so powerful. Shit. Dude, he's so sick with it. I can't do like the side flip thing. I don't know what's wrong with me. Oh! I don't know which button you're supposed to hit first. Hitting them both simultaneously does not appear to be doing it for me. Yeah, everything thinks your cutscene's really cool, friend. Jump first. Okay. Like I'm gonna be thinking about that while there's a billion things flying at my face as well. Ow. Okay. Gotta lock in a little here. Oh god, the announcements? Fuck. They're happening already? Dude, Austin's really thinking about the last redeem lately. This is the second stream he's asked about it, and it's not even the same game. Fuck! Oh god. Oh god. Dude, it's just bullet hell. It's just, dude, there's no way someone's no-hitting this boss. Oh! I think it's like I need to throw bullets down one of the columns to like clear it out or something. That it seemed to work. But it's hard. Ow. Ow, 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 ow! I don't, dude, he's so angry. Anyway, chat, how did you guys do today? I went to see dermatologist today because I need to fix my hideous face. I finally put together, and I'll show you guys a picture of it later, but I think I need to have a woman look at it. Karina's not around today. She's at her sister's graduation. Oh god. You had staples taken out of your head? Why did you have staples in your head? Silly goose. Those go in paper. The floors got done in my basement, so I like went down there, and I first took a Swiffer, and I did 3 passes with like heavy duty Swiffer cloths because it was so fucking dusty. Like you couldn't even tell, you couldn't see how much dust there was on the floor, but like you could see how much there was on the Swiffer, and so like the first 2 came up like completely saturated, so I did a 3rd, and then I did a wet cloth. Such a nice clean floor. Then I moved my couch. I've got a TV set up down there. I've got like a little entertainment space in my basement now. It's awesome. I actually had the foresight to purchase a Chromecast for such an occasion. So I just happened to have an extra one sitting around, which I lost track of for a little bit. I'm jumping! Also, this morning you volunteered to pretend to record mocap footage. We didn't record any mocap, but I still had to put on the suit and shit and pretend to do shit so the media school could have B-roll for their website. Wait. They gave you a mocap suit because they wanted B-roll of mocap that was... They couldn't have gotten... Well, they weren't actually making anything with mocap in it. Oh god. Oh, I went back into the line of fire! You got staples because you slipped in the rain on a brick path like a fucking banana peel. Holy shit, that sucks ass. Oh god, dude, I just had a vision in my head of Hooded sending like one of those pictures where it's like the poop emoji with a halo and wings, using a vacuum cleaner on a donkey. You know, if you know, you know. It's the type of thing he would do. Ah! There's so many of them. Don't lock in so hard that I beat it in less than 20 minutes. No promises. Oh. He does so much of the attacking and whatnot. Fuck. Oh. No! Come on! What does anyone know what the symbols mean? There's a lot of like he's throwing a lot of shapes at me. Oh god. I wish he didn't spend an hour walking towards me every time I had to reset the fight. A little extra of him. Have some confetti. Have some confetti. Have some more confetti. You want some confetti? Here's some fucking confetti. Oh, you want some confetti? Oh, I got some confetti. Oh, I got have a little confetti. Oh, shit. Woo! Okay, I figured something out. Definitely gonna be hanging out over here. Have some confetti. You want some confetti? Here, have some. Have a little. Eat it. Look, you could use a little. Just a little confetti. Just. Oops. Oh god. Oh, greed. He kind of gets stingy with the confetti after a while. It's like he's running out. Ooh. Oh god, I'm locking in. Dude, I hope it's been 20 minutes for Dew. Oh, dude. It's a knowledge check and I'm winning. You stand in this column at the start. That way you can first hit in. Easy. Oops. Woo. Shit. No. Could have deflected those. No, greed, dude. My greed is immeasurable. I was kind of worried there wasn't going to be any more cool shit in this game, and I was just wrong immediately. Oh, D-pad down also does this, by the way, as I'm learning. Confetti. Have some confetti. You love confetti. We all love confetti. Get him. Ooh. Oh. What a pattern, dude. Oh! No, I hit X! But maybe at the wrong time. I'm doing terribly this round, but... It's okay. I was doing bad anyway. I need to, like, I keep, like, stopping paying attention during the intro because it takes so long. Oh. No! He's not that hard. He's not that hard. He's not that hard. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. Fuck! It's okay, Chad. I'm not allowed to win yet anyway. Dude hasn't come back. Fuck. Fuck. I just stood there and took it like a champion. Oh. Oh, fuck. I just missed him. Goodbye to this wretched world. The gems of power and soul-bound gems, sometimes known as the fruits of the gods. There are different gems in this world. Many are already known, but it's likely there are just as many waiting to be discovered. To truly harness the gem's full potential, the user needs to fuse the gem with their body and soul. These are known as soul-binding gems. One should be cautious of soul-binding gems, as they have a tendency to change the very nature of the ego once they are truly connected. In essence, it is very unnatural. The melding process is known to be quite painful. For a gem to become a soul-bound gem, it needs to replace at least one of the five senses: sight, hearing, touch, smell, or taste. One or more needs to be sacrificed so the gem can be truly activated. Is that why some of the characters have green names? Or color names? Like, they gave up one of their senses to become, the whatever color the class they are? I didn't actually kill the thing in the chest. Oh, you want to fight as well. Dude, you had to have said that more than 20 minutes ago. I refuse to believe otherwise. You're hungry, has to eat all 5 gems. I think you'd be cooked in that case. I can't absorb these ones. This is just a live section. How's it going, Vivi? Oh. This is fucked. How am I supposed to get to the ones I can actually touch? Get lucky? Fuck! Wouldn't you lose all your senses then? Maybe I should add a dead zone to my thumbstick because the bounce back is sending my guy moving. Holy fuck. This is... I'm so bad at these. They go back and forth and shit. They go back and forth and shit. What the fuck? He's so cool. He did kind of vibe on my ass, dude. He's so strong. This is another one of those games where it's like, if you don't succeed, try 1 bajillion times. Shit. It's dope, dude. This game fucks. I can totally see what's going on. Shit! Oh, dude, Karina just got home. That's awesome. I really like Karina, if you guys didn't know. Big fan of hers. Fuck! Hey!
Did the kitten tonight?
Yes, twice.
Yay.
Once with 3 cans and once with 2.
Yay, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, I'm good. I saw the dermatologist today.
Cool.
She wants to put me on Accutane right away.
Oh.
He's vibing. Woo.
Hi, Vivi. Guys, my sister graduated nursing school today. I'm so proud of her.
Oh, and you should, I'm probably gonna need to move things around, but check out the basement when you get the chance.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Oh! It's good to see you. Happy 2 years since beating Celeste. That's crazy.
Vivi says, dude, yesterday I went to go pay one of my taxes, and some police shit went on, and I got stuck inside for 2 hours. Oh my.
Damn. You corrected the correctly spelled word.
No, she said when police shit went on.
Oh, I see. It was the
Yeah.
second occurrence
It was
of the word.
it was a
that
correctly spelled word, just not the correct word. Yeah. Anyway. I will go take a look downstairs.
Okay.
And then I, promised my cousin I'd do some Instagram stalking on his behalf. So.
I'm not the only one who commissions you to do that.
I offered. Basically, the cousin in question, you'll probably guess exactly who I'm talking about, but I'm not going to name names. My cousin called me and says that he is interested in this girl. And I'm like, is she single? And he said, I don't know. And so I'm like, well, we got to figure that out first. So I offered to do some stalking on his behalf.
I see.
Okay. Anyway. Oh, wait. This is for both of us.
Oh. How kind of you to share.
Just absentmindedly walked off of it.
So many hats. I see the walls as hats.
It looks great.
It does? Good.
Yeah. By the way,
Yeah.
I know I already asked for the kittens. Did you also feed the adult cat?
I did feed the adult cat, yes.
Yay. Thank you.
I should use D-pad for this, because if my thumbstick is going to flick back and like send my guy the other way, I don't want that to happen when it matters. Are we not doxing the cats? What? Oh, we've showed the cats on stream before. There's been kitten footage, kitten content. Green has brought them on stream like twice. They smell. Fuck. Yeah, dude. Dude has been gone for like well over 20 minutes at this point. He said, don't beat the boss in the next 20 minutes, I'll be back, and then he disappears for an hour. Man with no concept of time. Yeah?
Have you been following the news today?
What? The Pope got elected?
The Pope is from Chicago!
Yeah, I saw that. People have been talking about it.
Yeah.
Isn't that nuts?
That is nuts. He's a fan of the same baseball team as my dad. And I was in Chicago when it was announced, so that's pretty wild.
That is pretty wild.
And then my mom missed a bunch of times on the way to the graduation because she was trying to learn more about the Pope.
Oh my gosh.
She got mad every time we went to a tunnel because the radio went weird and she missed a period. It was a whole thing. I'm like, we can learn about the Pope after the graduation ceremony.
You don't? Yeah. They'll still be there. I can't wait until it's against Catholic law to put ketchup on a hot dog.
He says, my condolences, the White Sox are ass. I know, my dad's not happy about it either. Everybody's loyal to their favorite team from when they were kids, but he's a fan of them, but he acknowledges that they're doing terribly.
For my sake. There we go.
Ivy says, I'm somehow a Cubs fan, so we up. Yeah, honestly, that's actually a really interesting thing. The Cubs were the first to play on nationally syndicated television. And so for a lot of families that weren't really near any other major league families that moved around from one city to another a lot, they ended up becoming Cubs fans because the Cubs were always on no matter where you went in the country. So there's a lot of Cubs fans that don't live anywhere near Chicago. But no, so in Chicago, typically the north side is typically Cubs fans. The south side is typically White Sox fans. And my dad is from the north side. Very north side. Like super far north side. But he's a White Sox fan. And the reason why is because back in the 70s and 80s, the Cubs stadium did not have lights for when it was dark outside, but the White Sox stadium did. So all of the Cubs games had to be played before it got dark outside, but the White Sox could have games in the evening. And his dad worked long hours, and so he could only go to ball games with his dad at night, and so they always went to Sox games because there weren't any Cubs games on. And so that's how he ended up becoming a White Sox fan, even though he never lived anywhere near where the White Sox play, and almost everybody else in the area where he lived would have been a Cubs fan.
Cubs fans hate Sox fans, can't stand those people.
Yeah, but he said he has a lot of friends that he grew up with that were in a similar situation who ended up being Sox fans for the exact same reason. Because they all had blue-collar dads who worked all the hours in the daytime and couldn't go to games at night. Vivi says, I'm actually a Cubs fan because my mom is so fucking old that St. Louis used to have two teams, so they hated the Cardinals and the Cubs fans. That's really interesting.
This is a banger. I also really liked the Green Guys song. But this one goes hard. I agree. Oh, also, I don't know if I beat the boss or not. I got him down to really low health, and then his song ended, and he was like, "Maybe I'll see you again," and then he just vanished. Like he talked to me. I don't know. I don't think I actually defeated him though. I just lived him. Woo!
Vivi says, my mom is so old she met Jackie Robinson. Dude, we got a school by us named after Jackie Robinson. That's really cool though. She met him.
Shit. Oh. So I don't know. Do I have to fight that guy again to like get the true ending, or does it not matter if you kill him or not, or is it like a scripted thing that when his song ends he just leaves? Like, I don't know. I don't know if I like made a mistake and need to reload my save or anything. You couldn't tell me? Oh, awesome.
Oh, Vivi says my mom actually lived in Milwaukee. Oh, that's neat. Sounds like she's lived in a lot of different places.
Yeah, your mom lives everywhere.
She got married and divorced in like a year. Yeah, my uncle had that happen once.
Whoops.
Oh, she lives in Chile. Wow. Well, that's
You
neat.
don't even remember that guy? That's crazy. Especially your house. Shut up.
Dude, I think South America is so interesting. I don't even know, like, I know obviously it's a gigantic continent, and it's not like you can just, like, road trip through it like you can with Europe. But I think it would be so cool, like, someday to just visit several South American countries. Chile is a tough one, though, because it's so narrow that it doesn't lend itself well to road tripping to other countries. You'd probably be a really cool road trip just going straight down the country, though.
Or you could start in Chile and you can probably dip into it from a lot of countries along the way.
No, it pretty much borders Argentina all the way down.
Oh, well, then your Argentina-Chile road trip. Ah, shit, dude. It's got so many walls. Oh, I was not paying attention. South America is pretty hard to road trip.
Yeah, they've
I would
also got
imagine,
a lot of border issues. I know I really wanted to visit Paraguay, but it turns out Paraguay does not get along very well with most of its neighbors. And so because of that, it's not easy to get in by car because you can't get in via their land borders because they don't get along with the countries around them. So you pretty much have to fly in. Vivi says I've always wanted to see Quito. Yeah, that sounds interesting. I feel like the one country that, like, and this is just, the thing for me is that I get very nervous about visiting places where I don't know the language. And the thing is, my Spanish is not very good, but I can at least understand and read a decent amount. And so I feel relatively comfortable navigating Spanish-speaking places. So I feel like in South America, I'd want to visit, like, pretty much everywhere except Brazil, because the Portuguese language scares me for some reason. I feel like, the Spanish-speaking parts of South America, I'm like, okay, cool, this is reasonable, this is comfortable, I'm not, scared of a place where everything's in Spanish. But then when I look at, like, scenes from Brazil and stuff, I'm like, oh my god, what is that? Like, it's just, like, Portuguese, I don't know, freaks me out.
Portuguese is creepy.
Well, just because I don't know it. Like, I know at least enough Spanish that I can, like, read the signs and understand the gist of what people are saying. I refuse to speak it because my pronunciation is terrible, but, like, I know a little bit of Spanish, and enough that I feel, like, okay, like, in environments where that's the main language. But Portuguese is a whole different species. I mean, Vivi says, every Brazilian I've ever met is super nice, though. The language is hard. I believe you. I'm sure they're really nice people. But whenever I'm thinking about, like, oh, I want to go to South America someday, I'm never thinking Brazil. I'm always thinking, Peru, Chile, Argentina, Paraguay. Although I've heard Peruvians speak very strangely. Like, it's difficult to understand. Vivi says Bolivia is cool. I hear. Yeah,
They've got those salt flats, and then like the whole northern part of the country is like a rainforest. They've got like a lot of ecotourism and stuff. Yeah, it does sound really neat. Oh lordy.
Nope.
Hooded, did you get the redeem? Not Hooded, Devin, did you get the redeem from Hooded?
I did not get a redeem from Hooded. I'm not looking at the thing right now.
You
I'm looking
redeemed
at
Deep Voice. I assume
Deep
that it
Voice.
played-
Oh yeah, that's just automatic.
Yeah.
That's just happening right now.
Ruby said, honestly trying to fuck up some Peruvian food, man. I love Peruvian food. I've heard that, like, see, here in Milwaukee, we don't have access to a lot of different types of cuisines, but I've heard that people love Peruvian food. Like, it's apparently, like, one of the best cuisines in the world.
Karina, can you say media happening?
Oh yeah, your voice would also be deep. Just by extension.
My voice?
Yeah.
I can't do a deep voice.
No, but your voice, you don't understand. It's getting pumped through some software that makes both of our voices deep.
Oh, I don't. Okay. Media happens. I can't do it. I can't do it with the correct tone.
Meteor happens. You don't need to.
But it says, also just took my AP literature test recently. Shit was easy. Oh, well, wait a second. You still in high school?
Yeah. But
Can't
it's
wait
young as hell.
to get my teeth kicked in by AP. AP pre-calc is a thing now?
Yeah, what the fuck is AP pre-calc?
That was... I'm actually really glad that was not a thing in 2017.
Because
when
you would have
I
taken
would've
it.
been- Well, I was terrible at pre-calc. If that was an AP
Oh wait,
test-
these are... I thought... I don't know why I wasn't even trying to reflect those.
Ruby says, yeah, we got this Peruvian restaurant food. It's so good, man. I love it. I should try Peruvian food sometime. I don't think we have any near us, but next time in Chicago, I should see if they got it. They've got it. Ruby says, AP pre-calc. Dog, just take calc. So, the thing is, okay, those of y'all who have taken calculus in the chat, tell me if you agree. Pre-calc and calc have almost nothing to do with each other. I found pre-calc to be extremely difficult, and I was so nervous about going to calculus, and calculus was fine. I mean, I didn't get college credit for it because, you know, I didn't do great on the test, but I got an A in the class, and it wasn't nearly as bad as pre-calc.
Like it's-
So, okay, Hooded, what the heck is AP pre-calc? Pre-calc isn't a college level class.
Oh god, all the flowers died too. That's fucked. 9. I don't know where 9 assholes are.
Vivi says I flirted with girls the entirety of pre-calc and calculus. Okay, I had the most unhinged pre-calc teacher. He was like, okay, was this dude that like basically lived at the school. Like he would always talk about how much time he spent at the school, and like I think he was like kind of like trying to brag about how dedicated he was to his job, but it really just sounded unhealthy. Like he'd say that he like was there until like 7 o'clock every night. I'm like, dude, go home. Like, you don't need to be at the school 12 hours a day. And so my thing was, you know, everybody has the like fidget thing, and mine was doodling.
Brown Mage's Hideout.
And I know like everybody says this and it's so cliche, but it is true. Like doodling actually helped me concentrate. If I didn't have anything to do with my hands,
it's
I
down
was
here.
not paying attention. And he did not believe this. And he like literally made fun of me in front of the entire class for doodling. Like it was annoying. And then I wasn't doing well in his class. I had to get tutoring in order to pull off a B-. And then so I decided to go to he wanted me to go into Calc BC, and I decided to do Calc AB instead because
Oh, dude, 5 Nights at
pre-calc really
Freddy's.
wasn't going well for me. And he straight up, and like mind you, this is a school of 2,000 students. I am 17 years old, about to be a junior in high school. something like that. And he straight up calls my mom to tell her that we made a bad course decision, and my mom argued with him for like half an hour. This was in the middle of summer. Argued with him for half an hour on the phone about the fact that she supported my decision to go down a level from what he recommended. This was ridiculous. But it's just good for your mom. So my mom's a high school teacher, and she thinks a lot of kids put too much pressure on themselves. So whenever I wanted to go down, I mean, I was already in like mostly honors classes and stuff. Whenever I wanted to go down a level in something, or I thought I was taking too many honors classes and needed to like, have a regular one just to take a break, she was 100% on board. She doesn't really think people should spend all day in AP classes. She thinks they should only be, for your best subjects. Vivi says BC test was so easy. Yeah, I never took the BC test because I never ended up taking Calc BC, but I didn't need it for anything I've studied since, so. But yeah, I think Calc is way easier than Pre-Calc. Pre-Calc was, I mean, maybe it's because I had that really crazy teacher, but like, Pre-Calc was really difficult, and like, it's not like Calc is easy, but it was manageable, and Pre-Calc was just like, didn't make any freaking sense to me.
Orange Mage's Lab.
Vivi says it has an 85% pass rate. That's awesome.
Gold Pig's Temple. Orange Mage's Lab. I guess that would be through here?
So the thing that's kind of annoying, but I guess makes sense with Calc AB, is that schools don't usually accept Keys and Fours for college credit, because Calc AB is only one semester's worth of college calculus. A lot of schools expect you to have a 5 in order for them to be willing to give you credit for it, and some schools will accept like a 4 or a 5, but nobody actually accepts college credit for a 3 on that one. So it doesn't really matter whether you pass or not, you still might not get any credit. But BC is a little different because it's worth 2 full semesters, so they're oftentimes willing to cut you a little bit more slack if you pass.
What's that? I want to touch that. What is that?
Vivi says my pre-calc teacher was saying some insane shit and yelling in German and shit. Okay, so yelling in German doesn't scare me because I speak German and but if you're not familiar with the language, it sounds extremely scary when it's yelled because it's so consonant heavy. But why was your pre-calc teacher yelling in German? Like, it's not a German class.
They killed the thing that torments you. This isn't where Orange Mage's
Vivi
Lab
says
is at
he
all,
lived
is
in
it?
Germany for like 20 years. I don't know, just in my opinion, it's just not really appropriate for a teacher to speak to students in a language that the students don't speak. I mean, unless you're trying to teach them that language, obviously. Like if you're in a German class, then yes, your teacher should be speaking German. But like, if you're trying to teach something that has nothing to do with the language, you should speak the language that your students speak. Vivi says, dude, he was always saying some low-key racist things. In German or in English?
This is where that mirror was, right?
Vivi says probably in both. Okay, that's good. But it says, I feel bad for my friends who are about to go take the APUSH test tomorrow. Honestly, APUSH was probably one of my favorite AP classes. Although they might have, it's possible, I know they made a lot of changes to the test over the past, oh god, how long ago was it? I feel so old. I was 17. Holy shit, that was 7 years ago. Wow. It's been 7 years since oh my god. Okay. I'm old. Sorry. Okay. So, but it says, I am on level because I did not want to take that class. That class is like a torture table at my school. So here's the thing I feel like it really varies from one school to the next which AP classes have a reputation for being absolutely awful. I think, different teams of teachers will make different levels of difficulty, and schools that are known classes that are known at one school for being like not that bad at a different school might be just like awful. But it says, Devin, big man, lock the fuck. What does that mean?
Lock the fuck in? Yeah.
Oh, it says in at the bottom. I didn't see that.
Lock.
That makes more sense. No, because at my school it was AP.
Sorry, Hooded. I understand what has to happen.
At my school, AP Lang was the one that was like, which AP English language. I don't know if that's like a slang used everywhere, but AP Lang is what we called it. AP Lang was the one that was considered like the worst. Like everybody was always stressed out about it, so that was one that I decided to go to on level for. But at other schools, I've heard that AP Lang is considered to be one of the easy ones. Vivi says, it's not like AP tests are even hard, it's just that some teachers are just dicks and bad at covering the content.
This is hard. I do need to lock the fuck in.
But it says, it's okay, I just know you can do better. That's, and then, Hooded says to the other one, that's the pre-cal class. Vivi says, can you tell I got kicked out of AP Psych for cussing out the teacher? Holy shit. But it says, now I can due to a small hint you just gave.
Small hint you just...
Oh, referring to what Vivi said, okay. So, oh my gosh, my AP Psych class was actually awesome. We had this, like, kind of hippy-dippy lady, she was quite the character. She lived in, like, a very wealthy town by us, but she lived in, like, the sticks part of the wealthy town, which I guess is kind of, you get a lot of interesting people who live, in that kind of place. And she always had crazy stories, because about half of the neighbors were rich, but about half of them were normal. And so she would have like stories about like a neighbor that had like a concert, like an actual honest to God concert with like actual semi-well-known musicians in the backyard. And she brought her children in for us to do psychological experiments on. That was wild. Anyway.
Dude, this guy really said, I'm gonna put the most avoidable, easy to dodge traps I could possibly think of in my hallway, and then they go directly to the fucko pit.
But, no, I went to a school that, like, really encouraged you to take as many AP classes as possible.
I'm stupid.
Like, I had to go out of my way to... I ended up taking 10 AP classes, and that was with me going out of my way to not take all of the ones that were recommended. They really wanted to load us up on APs. AP Human Geo sucked. AP World History, they changed it since. I know now AP World History only covers like the 1400s to present. It used to be like literally all of world history. The course material kind of sucked because it was very rushed. You only got like a little bit of information about each thing because it had to cover literally all the time in one school year. But the teacher was nice and, it wasn't bad. I took AP German. I mean, that's how foreign languages usually go. Vivi says, America must be cool because, like, most of your teachers are from where you're from. That was actually, like, freakishly true at the school I went to. Like, literally most of my middle school teachers went to that middle school. Which is honestly not that common for, like, the type of urban suburb that I lived in. Because I lived really close, I grew up really close to a big city. And usually people move around a lot in big city areas, right? So it was kind of weird that I had so many teachers that were former students in the same school. And I just thought it was weird because, like, middle school frickin' sucks for most people. Like, unless you are the bully. and even then it still kind of sucks. Like, middle school is not a good time, so I was always very suspicious of my teachers who chose to go back to the same school that they went to school at. Because I'm like, did this not suck for you the first time? Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Hooded says almost all my teachers were born in Texas. Yeah, I think most of mine were born in Illinois. I think I had one at one point that was born in Michigan, and we acted like that was pretty exotic, which, you know. He says, Devin playing like it doesn't appear in the same spot.
Shush. I got through it, didn't I?
Literally, who has a good experience and goes back? Literally no one. Like, okay, honestly, middle school teachers in general, I usually regard as saints because they're doing the Lord's work. Most people could not be middle school teachers. I tried it and it went really badly. I have a lot of respect for middle school teachers usually. The ones I find suspicious are the ones that choose to teach at the school that they graduated from themselves. Because you could not pay me enough to set foot back in that building. So, like, if you are not, like, middle school just, it's such a crappy time in anyone's life. I'm just automatically suspicious of anyone who isn't a little bit traumatized by the middle school. You know what I mean?
Oh shit, well I wasn't.
Really?
Yeah.
You weren't paying attention then.
Yeah, that is largely the problem, yeah.
Vivi says, I hated my middle school and I hope it blows up.
I didn't care.
Vivi says we had 2 of those at my school. Gosh. No, literally everything and everyone was just awful. Although, I guess, Devin, you went to, like, a fancy school, so... by fancy school...
I guess.
By fancy school, I don't mean he went to, like, one of the fancy, like, the schmancy academies that Trumps go to or something. I mean it was the nice public school. Oh, Vivi says...
Desire, not a sense of sickness or pain, none of that existed, but through sheer exhaustion. Our bodies from our primordial worlds were not adapted to the freedom of our new home. This, of course, wasn't the case for every inhabitant, but was, as a former human, it certainly was for me. We usually found quick solutions, such as potions, surgery, and artificial limbs, but our demands grew more ambitious, and we continued to evolve ourselves, all in the name of making our existence as joyful as possible. Our ways became twisted. We felt the urge to play pranks on each other, throwing both friends and foes into pits of eternal hell, over and over, just to experience the days and months. In this insane indulgence, this cruel and twisted nightmare, inhabitants started to disappear altogether. I suspect they found a way to end their immortality. Brown Mage. Dude, Brown Mage knew some shit. Shame he's dead. Ooh, I have to fight him again?
Vivi says, I think guys don't really have such horrible times in middle school. It's, like, bad, but probably not, like, so developmentally changing. Vivi says, I spent, like, 2 years in daily detention in middle school. Honestly, literally, I was such a goody two-shoes. I never actually ended up in detention. Although I very easily could have ended up in detention because I was also just very aloof. Like, there were times I got in trouble, and, like, I didn't realize, like, I didn't understand why I was in trouble, and I would just start crying, and then whoever was yelling at me would suddenly feel bad for me. I probably should have gotten detention, honestly. Like, this one time, although, to be fair, it was also just the teachers, you know, being dumb and not clarifying things. I just, like... The main issue was the lunchroom, because, I mean, anybody who's ever been in the middle school cafeteria knows that it is hell. And, like, I didn't really, like, fit in that well at, like, any of the lunch tables. And the problem was, they had, but it says same dude. there were 240 seats in the school cafeteria and 250 kids in our grade. So it was like a fight to get the seat you wanted every day. And I wasn't like super close friends with anybody. So like I didn't have like a permanent seat. Like there were some places where I'd stay for a few months. I was like decently like people liked me, but nobody adored me, you know what I mean? So nobody like saved a seat for me. But if I said, hey, can I sit here? Most people would be like, yeah, sure. So I was kind of I didn't have a permanent spot. I
Oh,
kind of
you know what? Now that you mention it, I do remember why middle school sucked. 'Cause that's just when I was really feeling like I would be in classes with my friends, but like there was always like the one friend that they would rather be in the partner project with, and I was like, fuck, I wish that was
Oh
me.
my gosh, no, that was literally me. Like nobody hated me, but I was nobody's best friend. And so people would willingly hang out with me and not be upset about it, but you could tell there was somebody else they'd rather be hanging out with. Vivi says I got detention for cyberbullying in grade 6, and the punishment wasn't really bad, so I was like, fuck it. She says, lol, free lunch seating is funny. So the thing is, I didn't really even like hanging out with my friends that much, because I wasn't even that close with whoever I was sitting by anyway. And so, when there were like, 250 kids battling for 240 seats, I was the one that would just be like, well, screw this. Like, who needs the cafeteria anyway? So I would like wander, I would like get my lunch and I'd wander the halls and I'd like find some random spot to sit down. And I got in trouble for this a few times from like hall monitors and teachers and stuff because they just find me like sitting in a random hallway. And the crazy thing was, and I think it's just because middle school teachers are just so overwhelmed, there's just so much going on, and like when it comes to like things like lunch monitoring and stuff, they've got bigger fish to fry. So, like, somehow none of the adults noticed that there were more kids than chairs, and that's why this was such an issue.
Oh, sorry, man. You've got to go, too. Oh, don't worry. I'll make it stop. Don't you worry about a thing.
So... They also never gave us, like, any outside time or recess at my middle school. And then in 8th grade, they suddenly decided that it was good for us to get some fresh air. But they literally, like, they treated us like we were in a prison or something. Instead of establishing, like, recess. And they had a big schoolyard where we could have run around. There was lots of open space. But they decided, no, we're not going to let the kids go out into the field that the school owns and run around. When we need to give our 8th graders fresh air, we're going to cone off a 25-foot by 25-foot, or something like that, 25 yard by 25 yard. It was like a big rectangle. We're going to cone off a big rectangle in the parking lot and force all 250 8th graders to stand inside of it. So their version of recess was us just like standing like shoulder to shoulder outside for 10 minutes.
The information sign is a Dude, I was like Magic 8 Ball and I'm stupid. Am I stupid? And it said the information sign is alive. You must put a stop to it at once.
Vivi says, I know it smelled awful in that lunchroom. Overcrowded middle schoolers. Okay. I feel like everything just kind of smells awful when you're
so cool
12. So I never really noticed, but yeah, I'm sure it did smell really bad. Okay, no, y'all, you know what's actually crazy though, speaking of middle school? So, when I was in middle school, I decided to try a new hobby. And that new hobby was musical theater. So I decided I would be singing and dancing and acting on stage. Which, really did not end up being my strong suit at all. Really, really not. But, you know, it's middle school, you try whatever you find interesting. So, I was in our school's production of Annie. I was playing the police officer that brings her back to the orphanage when she runs away. That was my role. Anyway, so they were teaching us the dances, and they brought in 2 choreographers who were like teachers at other schools in the district who also wanted to volunteer to choreograph the musical. They brought in choreographers to help us practice our our dances for the school musical. And y'all, one of these choreographers, who probably does not remember me at all, who I barely remember, is going to be invited to my wedding because it turns out she is one of my future mother-in-law's best friends. So it is funny, because I'm thinking back, I'm like, if you were to ask 12-year-old me in the school gym, learning a dance with other middle school friends, one of the people in this room will be at your wedding. Who do you think it is? Never in a million years would I have pointed at the choreographer who I had never seen before in my life. Isn't it funny how that works?
It's weird how this fight has an entire new dimension of difficulty now that it's in. Like, I'm pretty sure this isn't different from the first time I fought this guy. I don't really remember the first time I fought this guy. That is crazy, Karina. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, you know, your mom's friend, gosh, I don't actually know her first name. The one that she did that April Fool's Day prank with, where she switched places with.
I don't know.
Okay, anyway, one of her good friends from work.
You know the last name? Or can you not say it on stream?
I'm not saying it on stream. I do absolutely know the last name. And I know that her first name begins with the same letter as the last name. But I do not...
Hold on.
Okay.
She calls her the correct thing, not the wrong pronunciation.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Okay, anyway, yeah, she was the choreographer when I played the police officer in Annie in 6th grade.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Vivi says they shot me with the ad gun.
Ad gun.
Bam.
If you want immunity to the ad gun, chat, there's a big old button right below the stream that says subscribe. And if you have Amazon Prime, you can do it for free. Ah! Never see ads on my stream ever again.
But it says, oh dude, we're distributing yearbooks next week, which feels crazy to me since I literally helped make it. But it says a $126,000 book. There's no fucking way each copy costs $126,000. Do you mean the full printing cost for all the copies?
That's just the amount that they had to pay to produce it. The amount of lives they had to...
Yes, okay, so all of the books in total are $126,000. That makes sense.
Dude, it's actually... I was never really, like... a popular kind of kid. I was a nobody through most of my school career, but I happened to I was taking some sort of production and editing class as like a, I don't even know what it was. It was like a summer program, or no, it was an after school thing that I did like once a week where I would go to this production and editing class. And so there was like, you know, a bunch of other nerds there. I think it was specifically people who had like an IEP for a certain set of like subset of reasons, like you're like smart and you have autism, or smart and ADHD, which is what I did. Anyway, she was this girl that I met in this class was on the yearbook team, because of course the people who make the yearbook are also nerds. And so like I showed up in the yearbook like in a few photos just because she and I were simpatico, like we were friends in class. It was kind of cool. What happened to Karina?
Oh, you just reminded me because we were talking about high school. I need to stalk my cousin's crush on Instagram to find out if she's single or not.
Oh yeah.
The reason I thought of it is because they apparently went to the same high school.
Who's the crush?
I can't tell you on stream, and also based on the fact that you're terrible with names and don't even remember people that like you actually went to high school in the same grade as,
Oh, so it's not someone I would know.
I mean, you might, except you would if you were good with names.
Oh, I
But
see.
since you're bad with names, I don't think you know who this is.
Are you good with names, or do you just still follow everyone you knew in high school on Instagram?
No, I don't follow her at all. Actually,
Okay. Trina
No.
is good with names.
So here's the
Actually,
thing.
I know you're good with names because of that shit you were doing in Papers, Please.
Okay, so here's the thing. I am good with names, but bad with faces. Like, if you gave me a list of names and asked me to check off which ones I graduated high school with, like people I didn't really interact with, but like happen to have like the same classes as, I would probably do pretty well at selecting which names were on, which names were people I graduated with. But if you gave me a bunch of faces of people that I had like one class with in high school and asked me to select like which of those faces I went to one class with in high school, I would not for the life of me be able to.
Not only would I not be able to do that thing Karina said that she couldn't do, but I also wouldn't be able to, given the names of all the people in my English class, tell you which ones I did a project with.
Oh my. Well, actually, I don't remember the specific projects. We did so many group projects, and I never had like one person I did a group project with. Like,
I only did like 3 group projects though, so I didn't have that many groups.
That's weird. I did so many group projects in high school.
It was
like
for
it was like an everyday occurrence.
it was for whatever the fuck that class is where you learn about like Oedipus and Sisyphus and fucking Diogenes.
English?
Sigmund Freud.
Psychology?
No, it was an English class. It was a
Why were you learning about Freud in English class? He was a psychiatrist.
I don't remember what the fuck the name of the course was, but like talking about like fucking phallic symbols or something. It was some sort of like I think it was a reading and writing class.
AP Lit and Oral Composition?
No, I didn't take any
No,
AP
not
English
AP.
courses.
It was honors Lit and Oral Composition. I think they also had a non-honors version.
Yeah, a non-honors version existed. Yeah. Wow. Somebody
No, I
went
mean,
to
like-
fucking.
No, I mean, like there were some other.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just think in terms of AP. Actually, I guess
No.
they have like an
No,
honors
okay,
class for
no,
the dumb
no, no.
kids. I've even
What I
heard of
mean
a
is- hey,
non-honors.
Shush, let me explain. Okay, what I mean is, in some grades, the honors class was actually a different course from the non-honors class. So in junior year, you could take AP Lang or American Literature. They're not the same class at all. It's not a high
Oh,
level,
I
lower
see.
level, the same class. I'm saying in freshman year, written and oral composition, or when I'm saying honors written and oral composition, I'm saying the non-honors version was also called written and oral composition.
Yes, I
It
was
wasn't
in the
a separate
non-honors
class.
version. I was
Okay.
in the fucko version.
Okay, so that's the class you're talking about.
I'm really good at English actually, which is crazy. But
Okay, anyway.
it's just I was so bad at school, and that's like the class that punishes you the most for being bad at school is an English class.
But it says I'm bad with names, I think. We have a system in place for this called the hot list, where if someone is named in too many photos, we can't use pictures of them anymore. That's such a good idea. No, that's really, oh my gosh. I mean, I'm sure
Nothing
there's
personnel kid.
I'm sure there's dozens of other schools that do that. Like, I'm sure it's not like, I'm sure that it's like a legitimate thing that like you're not just like coming up with. But that's such a good idea to not to limit the number of entries one person can have in the yearbook. Mix things up,
No, not spelling. I was never good at spelling. I'm good at English, like the language, like the concept. God, dude, you should know the difference between being good at spelling and being good at English. Fuck.
Maybe says, unfortunately, I was president of the yearbook honor society. Oh my. So they were like, fuck it, put BB in again.
And also, I'm not actually that bad at spelling. I like if I like look back at my shit, I can tell when something's misspelled. I just
Okay.
type without proofreading all the time
Vivi, I promise I'm not like trying to sound like surprised
or
or
thinking.
anything,
I used my
but,
note
like,
rate at all the
just be
time.
honest with me. Were you like a popular kid in high school? Because like I was never president of anything. That seems like a popular person thing. Anyway.
Dude, I promise you the president of the 8B club is not popular. You know why? You know how I can tell? You don't even know who it was.
Hooded says, hat, nothing personal, kid. I just think in advance placement.
Did he not say nothing personnel, kid?
Well, he did, but
That he did that on purpose.
Oh.
He's being it's a meme to say such.
If Vivi says my best friend and I stole 20 textbooks more than I have in English class. We couldn't even read in class anymore because the class set wasn't complete. Oh my god! So you like got up to some pranks. Wow. Good thing you were out of school before the devious licks thing came about.
You were a fucking menace, weren't you, Vivi? This is such a difficult fight in this game mode. God, I hope this is one of them that loops until ah! Ah!
Vivi says, yeah, I mean, oh yeah, I stole calculators, ditched class. No, dude, I was such a goody two-shoes. I literally was, like, I only stole something once, and I was literally haunted by it, because my gym teacher caught me. And I was, like, haunted by it. He didn't even make a big deal out of it. He just made me give it back, and then it dropped the subject and never brought it up again. But it haunted me for my entire, like, rest of school.
I didn't steal anything. I might steal this.
But it
Oh
was
shit!
This says Vivi was a hater from day one. I gotta say I respect that to a degree. Honestly, no. Okay, even the reason why I was stealing was goody two shoes. So in order to get full credit for the gym class, on days that, because they did like this cardiovascular monitoring thing, which in hindsight is kind of a weird thing to do with middle schoolers, but they made us wear heart monitors while we were doing our gym activities, and they made us set heart rate goals. If our heart rate wasn't high enough, then we weren't working good enough. It was kind of weird actually. But
I did that shit too.
anyway, that was a policy in all of the gym classes, no matter whether you had like a nice gym teacher or a mean gym teacher. Anyway, I had like the nicest gym teacher, and he was also the diving and water polo coach over at the high school. And I was planning on doing aquatic sports, so like I wanted to make a good impression. And and like yeah, and so I really wanted to make a good impression with gym teacher because I knew that I would still be seeing him in high school. And one day I lost my heart rate monitor. We had to bring every day to get full points. And it was just like literally just like an elastic band with like these little latches on the side. We actually didn't get to keep the heart rate monitors, but we had our own band for them that we would attach at the beginning of every class. So it was literally, the thing was only worth $7. And they sold ones, but I think like it was like another couple of weeks before the store would be open again, so I couldn't buy a new heart rate monitor, and I lost mine. And so they had loaner ones available. And I just took one of those and kept it. And then and I showed up with it to class one day, and I wrapped it on my ankle because when you weren't using it, you were supposed to have it wrapped around your ankle so you didn't lose track of it. And it had like orange spray paint on it, meaning that it was a loaner that belonged to the school. And I showed up with it, like as if I hadn't loaned it, as if it was mine. And it fell off my ankle, and the gym teacher saw the spray paint and was like, "That's the school's, please give it back." And I handed it back to him. And that was the end of the interaction. Like, it wasn't, I wasn't even in trouble.
Such a good time.
He didn't yell at me. He just said, "That's the school's, please give it back." And I handed it back, and that was like the end, and I wasn't in any more trouble. It was like, in hindsight, it was like the most non-event ever. Like, now that I have been a teacher, I wouldn't even remember a student like vaguely attempting to steal something and then giving it back right away. Like,
fights you.
That's such a non-event, but to 7th grade me, it was
We have to set them free.
event.
These are all mercy kills, even if the person getting killed doesn't know that.
Like, I still, when I was on his water polo team 2 years later as a freshman in high school, and he was my coach, and we were getting along, like, we got along really well. He didn't have any issues with me on his team. And I was still thinking about that one time he caught me stealing a Heartless gel 2 years ago. Like, it haunted me. He also went to a church, and it haunted me every time we sat near each other in the pews.
I can't believe I lived that
like-
interaction and came away with 2 yellow balls in my hand. Oh yeah,
Like-
you can throw the walls.
Like, any perception I had that I was in trouble, I would so overthink. And it would, like, really upset me if I thought any teacher thought anything negative of me.
Ah, fuck. We're freeing them from Everhood. Exactly what Dee said. We killed that guy because we need to kill them all to set them free.
Vivi says, I was like a massive loser, scared of my shadow
We
until I was
are-
12.
We are freeing
cried
them
in
of their
class all the time.
immortality.
Yo, my mom says, and I have no recollection of this at all, but my mom says that I
We're freed
literally,
from the immortal foil.
after kindergarten every day when she came to pick me up, I would run to her crying every single day, like whole ass crying, and she couldn't even tell whether it was like happy or sad because I wouldn't even be able to talk when I was crying. Like, I would just be standing there sobbing for like a full 10 minutes every single day, and I never explained why. And when she told me that I used to do this, I didn't even know that this was a thing that ever happened. I have no recollection of being upset at kindergarten. I had no idea that I cried every single day after kindergarten. I had no recollection of that.
Oh, dude, they're freaking out over there.
Um,
Probably because I'm killing them.
He says, my thing still is that every time I have one of those experiences, I have to gaslight myself into making me think they're a super shitty person or that they were in the wrong. I definitely had to do that a couple of times in middle school because I had trouble making friends, and the one person I did manage to make friends with was kind of a mean girl. So every time, like, she did something that really was, you know, kind of mean, like, I say kind of, but I mean, like, yes, when she did something mean to somebody else, in order to, like, be able to still hang out with her, which I felt like I had to do so that I would have a friend,
I'll let them know, Disco Jimmy.
I needed to, like, trick myself into thinking that what she did wasn't that bad, and that the person, like, you know, had it coming. Like, she would get, like, sent to the principal's office for bullying and stuff, and she'd be like, no, this is, like, to me, she'd be like, oh, this is stupid, I didn't even mean it, it was a joke. And I would have to, like, make myself think those things in order to, like, not lose my mind at how awful she was.
One chat.
It
There's
says,
one
I can't
left.
believe you had to kill Disco Jimmy.
One remains. I can't believe they made me kill Disco Jimmy either, to be real. That's fucked up. That's Disco Jimmy. What the fuck? I don't know how to exit this
Vivi
room.
says, Karina, we would have great tea time. I agree. I absolutely agree. Anyway.
I guess I go back out. Maybe there's no one else here. No one left to liberate? No one is left here. Alright, get me out then. Magic 8 Ball. Oh, ask the question to the Magic 8 Ball.
Huh?
Ask the Magic 8 Ball.
What am I asking?
Anything.
Is it time for bed?
Magic 8 Ball, is it time for bed? Come to our court of the lost spirits. We will help you kill the final soul.
That doesn't answer my question at all.
Okay, well, I'm about to kill the final soul, and then it's probably bedtime. The Court of Lost Spirits. That's this one, I think.
But it says that's a weird way to say try again later.
Yo, what up, fellas? You've done the massive task. Everyone is dead except one. Some of the ones you've slain might not approve of your actions. For those who felt wronged, there will be reconciliation. It is time for you to come out. I just got an achievement called Everyone is Dead. It's time for you to come out? Wait, is my character about to reveal that he's been gay the whole time? Hello, human. Or should I say, hello, Red. You've done well. It is time to go back home now. Close all the doors permanently. Go and shut all the doors. We are finally saying farewell to this world. Holy shit. I don't know if I can really kill Night City door. This door is also dope as hell. Oh, dude. I love the transition that happens when you go through that door. It always catches me by surprise. He's also an indie game protagonist. That's so true. That's pretty damning. I didn't even think about that. Like, if you're an indie game protagonist, yeah, of course you're gonna be fucking gay. Dude, I'm glad the 8-Ball said some insanely ominous shit when I asked Rita to tell it a question. What the fuck is Yume Nikki? Who is you? Bro is not a real door. Talk to me. This world has lived for a long time. You have done a tremendous task. You could have quit any time you wanted. A real door fan. Oh. Could have quit any time you wanted, but you pushed through even when it got difficult. This is great feat that only few could accomplish. Use this determination wisely. Now, only one remains. Dude, this is just Undertale. As long as the last star shines, we can't depart from this world. We shall grant you power to kill our son. Rapid. I have to feel like I'm forced to feel like I missed several universal truths because I'm stupid. He knows about the DORE. Whoa. This is the thing. I'm doing a thing. What is that? What does that mean on the side of my screen? I can't absorb these. That's crazy. It's so far away. For those curious, I'm pretty sure I can't pick up the blue ones. Ow. Oh. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god! He makes it wider! It's like a game where you explore this girl's dreams made in 2005. That's wild. Although, I can't imagine... I feel like a game that was made about dreams in 2005 is trying to explore higher technical concepts than 2005 is ready for. Is it a good game? Or is it like a haha funny, like, is it like Roblox or something, where it's not actually a good game, but it's funny to suggest it? Or Yahtzee. Oh god. Fuck. It's a classic? Oh, okay. The countdown until the first thing goes off the screen is kind of cool. Whoops. I'm doing rather poorly. Come on. Oh. Fuck. Wait, JC can think? Alright, shut it down. With god damn it, dude. I was so excited that we'd have the new Niv. But Duck was like, no, I'm not gonna use the Markov chain, I'm gonna use a different type of model. And now look what happened. It gained sentience. Everything Duck touches, dude, ruined. Wow, that's so not true. You streamed it yourself, took you forever, some Russian dude came and helped you beat it? Wait. You need, it's like a puzzle? Like, you needed, like, someone in chat was actually able to help you beat it without it just being backstage? He's learning. Yeah, I think I need to get to bed too, honestly. I'm not beating this today. I'll give it one more try. How much game is left in this game? Like, is this the last thing? Because, like, what if there might not be a whole stream of content left in this, I don't think. Because, like, this boss couldn't possibly take me that long. It doesn't even have that much health. Okay, maybe it does have a lot of health. Yeah, that bar's barely going down. There's a final boss after this that's very lengthy. There's also the hidden ending and the other save file. It's very time consuming. You can get another stream easily. Okay. Alright, actual last try. Actual last try, I promise. Super promise for real. Fuck, I said promise. That's one of those things that, like, if you say promise and then you don't do it, then, like, you're like, you know, your word is garbage. So I kind of have to, god damn it, I really talked myself into a corner there. Now I'm not allowed to do a one more, even if this really felt like it shouldn't count. No, you're so right, you're so right. And that's why I'm going back to the menu right now. Saying yes. Quitting. Good streamer. Look a good man. Wow. I'm gonna go hang out with Karina a little bit, I think. I'm gonna play the fucking other song I really liked from this game that we didn't get to hear this episode. Cause fuck. It's a good song. Everhood. Dude, I'm waiting for a VOD to drop from the creator that I watch, and like the edited video of the VOD just got published, and it's like stuck to the top of my recommended because the algorithm knows I'm gonna fucking love the edited video, but I want to wait for the VOD to drop so I can watch that first. It does seem like my type of game, not a total the shit and just walk, and I was like, you know what, you're right. It's a puzzle game, but it's not. Let's see. It does seem like a type of game. It's not a total fucked up game, but it's also like enough of a gotta see through. Interesting. Well, if you remind me about it, I might look into it. I can put it in the backlog if I like see something from it, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is something I want to play. All right. Good night, chat. See you guys in the next one.